It's time for Bitcoin update. Today is Monday, October 20th, 2025, and Bitcoin's around $111,000. And I'm drawing two lines in the sand. A lot of people are saying it's over. A lot of people are saying it's not. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did in March and April earlier this year, which is I have two lines in the sand. If Bitcoin goes above this price, we are still on. And that's actually what I'm expecting right now. If Bitcoin goes below a specific price, then I think that we're going to enter bearish territory for several months. And so what are those two lines in the sand? Well, one, we have a fib from swing high, from the all-time high in August at least, to the swing low. And what do we see here? We see a move potentially up to the golden pocket, the 618 to 702 retrace. And that is somewhere between $116,000 and $118,000. We are going, if we see Bitcoin get to that level, we are going to see resistance there. No doubt in my mind. This is actually the same playbook that we saw earlier this year, where I did the same thing. Two lines in the sand. What were the two lines? The two lines were the 50-week moving average to the downside, which was around $74,000, $75,000, and we wicked below there, but we ended up holding that. And then to the upside, from the peak in January to the bottom in April, it was the same deal, the 618 to 702 retrace. And you can see that we struggled a lot there, especially at the 618 at $95,000. There were a lot of people who were of the opinion that it was over, and that is the level they decided to open their shorts. If you look at funding rates, you can see we did see negative funding for Bitcoin in March and April, but then we saw major negative funding in late April and early May. That was a lot of people waiting for Bitcoin to get up to those retraces and then entering with shorts. But then what happened? Well, we saw a big explosive move above all of those retraces there, and that is when the shorts got liquidated, or when they got stopped out. And so same deal. Could we make our way up here? That's going to be the challenge. And then what's going to happen there? There is going to be a lot of people shorting Bitcoin at that level. Will they succeed? Or will they get liquidated again like they did in late April and early May? I think we're going to get up to that level and they are going to get liquidated and stopped out. But if not, my eyes are on the 50-week simple moving average as my other line in the sand. And so what is the 50-week moving average? At this moment, it's around $102,500. That's at this week. Next week, it'll be higher. The week after, it'll be higher than that. If we were to lose that, not on a daily candle on a wick, but on a weekly close, if we lost that on a weekly close, my perspective is that for 2025, at least, Bitcoin has peaked. And then we'll see about 2026. I am not an all-out bear for 2026, no matter what happens now. But for 2025, that is very likely to be the peak, and for the first quarter of 2026. But we'll see about what happens after that.